Please be seated. Congratulations. Today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you are the one who'll decide where you go. These famous words were spoken in 1977 at the Lake Forest College graduation by Dr. Theodore Geisel and have been uttered at countless graduations since then. Dr. Geisel had an amazing gift in the ability to write words that would speak to generations and apply to people regardless of age. You may know Dr. Geisel better as Dr. Seuss. While we may think of his words as juvenile, for all of you here today and all of us on this stage, this celebration represents your years of hard work and perseverance through many of life's difficulties and triumphs. We welcome you to the Roane State Adult Education graduation of 2015. Would you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and invocation to be led by Dr. Chris Whaley, President of Roane State Community College.
Evening. Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing as I pray. Lord, thank you for this evening that we get together and celebrate. It has been a day of trials, Lord, with the weather. Pray for safety for all those who have had difficulties due to the rain and the flooding. But God, we celebrate tonight the hard work of not only these individuals, Lord, but the families and friends, their teachers and leaders. And it's such a joy to get together, Lord, because I know from personal experience in my own family, Lord, how hard these folks have worked, how difficult it has been at times for them to do so, the obstacles that they've had in front of them. And Lord, I just pray your richest of blessings on them, that they would see today as a conclusion, certainly, but then as an opening of a door for whatever path lay in front of them as far as education or other training. Pray that you'd bless everything that happens here tonight. Thank you for your mercies, and I pray always in Jesus' name. Amen.
You may be seated. Thank you, Dr. Whaley. Tonight is your celebration. We are here to celebrate the work that you have put into achieving this goal. As we celebrate your work, let's not forget the countless others that have been standing beside you as you have worked towards this moment. This theater is filled with family, friends, educators, and community members who are very proud of you. Let's give a round of applause to those that are here celebrating and supporting you this evening. I would also like to recognize those community members that are here this evening to support you and have supported this program and the community entities. Roane State Community College, the Roane County Literacy Council, Tennessee Department of Labor and Workforce Development, East Tennessee Human Resource Agency, Walmart, Food City, and on the stage, Representative Kent Coffey, Senator Ken Yeager, County Executive Ron Woody, Vice President of Enrollment Management and Workforce Development at Roane State, Teresa Duncan, Dr. Chris Whaley, President of Roane State Community College, Ms. Cindy Whaley, our First Lady, in her own right, who is very amazing, and I'm very excited for you to hear from her later. Would also like to take this moment to ask our adult education staff and volunteers to stand. These people have worked very hard throughout the year and this evening to help you achieve your goals and are very excited to help you celebrate those goals. Without this team of amazing people, today would not be possible. Let's give them and all of our other dignitaries a round of applause as well. Our special guests would like to say a word to our graduates, so we will start with Representative Kent Coffey.
Well, congratulations on what you've accomplished. I know it wasn't easy, and I hope you don't quit here. The TCAT over here east of Harriman can help you if you want to go in that direction, and Dr. Whaley and the fine staff down at Roane State can help you if you want to continue education at the college level. And that's all I've got to say, except I'm proud of you. Thank you.
And County Executive Ron Woody.
Thank you for the invitation to be here, and I'm just honored, and congratulations. I think it was Winston Churchill that got up to give a commencement address one time, and they were waiting for him to just say a lot of profound things, and he said 3 words. I hope I'm right. Ken, you can correct me if it wasn't Winston Churchill. You're the historian. But he said 3 words. Never, never, never. And he added 2 more. Give up. And you all didn't, and we're proud of you. Continue in life. We thank all the faculty that helped you all through this. And as you go through life, never give up. That's your challenge. Congratulations.
And Senator Ken Yeager.
I'm proud of you, and I'm glad to be here tonight because I like to associate with winners. And the one thing that I will tell you in the few words that I have here is that you are obviously impressing me and others around you, number one, because you've demonstrated good judgment. You decided to go back and finish your education. And as Representative Coffey just said, it's only the beginning. It is certainly not the finish. I do hope that you'll take his advice and check out Roane State Community College or our College of Applied Technology. There is financial aid available and people at either institution willing to talk to you about it. So you used good judgment. You've made a second and you're persevering. Because I dare say that each of you have had jobs, or full-time or part-time. Perhaps you had a family to take care of. You've had all kinds of reasons that could have pulled you away. But you wanted this diploma tonight, and you persevered to get it. So congratulations. I'm glad to be here. I'm honored to be in your presence, and I just congratulate you and wish you nothing but the best for the future. Thank you.
I'm very excited to introduce our next speaker to you because he's one of you. Mr. Ricky Murphy has a story that many of you will think sounds very similar to yours. His story speaks to the heart of why those of us working in adult education do this job. Mr. Ricky Murphy.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to take just a few moments to express my sincere gratitude to the adult education of Roane State Community College for offering and affording me this opportunity that I am presently here for tonight. As a young teenager, I attended Winsboro High School, being raised in South Carolina, and at the age of 17 and almost completing the 11th grade, I thought it was in my best interest to just drop out. Not knowing the value and the worth of continuing and completing my education and receiving a high school diploma, I soon was introduced to the struggles and the difficulties that not having that diploma would bring me. I promised my mother many, many times that I would certainly complete my education and that I would get my high school diploma. And at some point, for many, many years after her passing, that was my constant thought and prayer. And I'm almost certain that as the years have passed me by, so have many opportunities to advance, to better myself, jobs, opportunities, advancements, better pay, and even the consideration for a job have certainly come along and went. Knowing the promise that I had made to myself, I would never let die that dream or desire to get my GED. This past year, that fire was rekindled only when my grandson sought after his GED. While tonight I sit right beside him and he graduates along by my side and makes me so very proud, and now who attends Roane State Community College, he was my renewed inspiration. So after 37 years out of the classroom, I stand here tonight very proud, thanking God for this great opportunity. This is not just for me, this is not just only my night, it's for you, Mama. It's for my grandson, it's for my family, it's for my wife. And I say thanks be to God who giveth us the victory.
Thank you so much, Ricky. I'm very excited to introduce your commencement speaker this evening. I was especially privileged to spend some time with her in Texas this past May at a conference, and I can't wait to hear what she shares with you. Mrs. Cindy Whaley has been an educator for 18 years, both in the Morgan County and Roane County school systems. She currently volunteers as a coach and mentor for Roane County middle college students who are taking full course loads at Roane State as juniors and seniors in area high schools. Cindy earned her Master's of Science in Secondary Education from the University of Tennessee and her Bachelor of Science in English from Middle Tennessee State University. She serves on the Board of Directors for Bethany Christian Services of Knoxville, and she and her husband Chris have 2 children, Jonathan and Tori. Without further ado, Miss Cindy Whaley.
Well, good evening. I just want to start out by saying that how honored I am that I was asked to speak, and this is a very humbling experience for me, and I just thank you so much for allowing me to address you on your special night. With being an English teacher and a writing teacher, one of my many qualities as far as that is concerned is creating lists. And so I'm going to start out by giving you a list, and bear with me and I'll tell you why that I decided to give you this particular list. First, I want to start out with actor Jim Carrey. Some of these you may know, Mr. Carrey as being one of them. Wendy's founder Dave Thomas. Actress Christina Applegate, ABC News anchor Peter Jennings, film director Peter Jackson, author Fran Lebowitz, former Delaware Governor Ruth Ann Minner. Well, you're probably asking, what do these people have in common with you sitting out in the audience? They earned their GED high school equivalency, and you have too. What else do they have in common with you? They are successful, and you are too. They overcame tremendous obstacles in order to earn their education, and many of you have overcome great obstacles too. They probably felt the temptation to quit, to give in, because it was very difficult to go to school with work and family responsibilities, but they didn't quit. And many of you felt that same temptation as well, because you have so many responsibilities in your lives, but you didn't quit either. They celebrated their achievement with family and friends, and tonight you will too. In fact, I'm sure they thanked their family, their friends, and teachers who helped them succeed. And right now, we should too. Please join me again. I know we did this previously in thanking your teachers, your family, and your friends who have supported you through this whole process. So let's give them a round of applause again. Going back to my list of people, those names that I read probably felt a great deal of pride that they had accomplished so much. And you should be proud too. Those people also realized that their high school equivalency was not the end of their education, but just the beginning. They took classes and lessons and seminars to learn what they needed to know so they could become the people they are today. And you should too. Whatever your chosen career is, don't hesitate in continuing your education with the classes or the training that you need. Achieving your high school equivalency shows you can do it. You are a success, and please don't stop. Yes, it's hard work, but it's worth it. Again, being an English teacher, I love quotes. And so here is my quote for you. If you can dream it, you can make it a reality. The possibility lies in your ability, enthusiasm, and hard work to realize it. This is by Layla Gifty Akita out of Pearls of Wisdom, The Great Mind. Let me close by saying again, I know you've heard it many times, but we are so proud of you and your hard work and your great accomplishment. And we're all excited to see what your next hard-earned achievement will be. Again, congratulations, and just wish you so many wonderful things in your life as you continue to go on. Thank you very much.
We have many highlights tonight, and one of those is presenting to you your class valedictorian and salutatorian. These two students had the highest scores in your class. The 2005 salutatorian with a score of 85 is Buffy Russell, and your valedictorian with a score of 91 is Jennifer Daugherty. We're very proud of both of them. Unfortunately, the rain has kept them from being here this evening, but we are so very proud of what they've done. Now Dr. Chris Whaley has a special presentation from the Roane State Foundation.
Well, good evening again. I promise to be brief, and the folks on the stage who know me well will be surprised that I've waited this long to do this. I've got to have a photo to post online. So you see they're laughing. They can't believe I waited this long. So cooperate with me here for a second, and I promise I'll be brief. But now I've got to have at least a photo. So let's. Some of you look a little too somber. So let's at least let's do something. Okay, ready? No, this would be you. So. Here? Okay, there we go. Yeah, very good. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Tell them, get happy. That's right. So, okay. The Roane State Foundation is pleased each year to award a scholarship to a student for the opportunity for them to continue their education at Roane State Community College. And as it has been said many times before tonight, we truly hope that you will strongly consider continuing your education. The TCAT is close, Roane State is close. Either institution would be very, very glad to talk to you about what your career goals are, what your educational goals are. So for one student, if they choose to attend Roane State Community College, is now the recipient of the Adult Education Scholarship for either for $500 or a new iPad. So not bad. And the recipient of this year's Adult Education Scholarship from the Roane State Community College Foundation is Brittany Courier, whom again I understand the weather probably has kept away, and we know the weather has been really uncooperative today. So we're just hoping that everybody's safe, and if they couldn't get here, we understand. But many congratulations to Brittany. In her absence, would you join me in congratulating her? Thank you very much.
This evening has been full of inspiring words and well-deserved honors. But I do realize that you all are anxious to get to the real reason we're here, and that's not listening to me talk. We're here for the presentation of our graduates. Our distinguished guests will assist in the presentation of the graduates, so if y'all would come on up. Mr. David Bell. Mr. Carl Bowles. Miss April Kaufman. Mr. Andrew Dinkins. Miss Addie Fredette. Mr. Damian Green. Mr. Jacob Hamby.
Love you, Jake.
Miss Kelsey Hayes. Mr. Joshua Murphy. Our speaker tonight, Mr. Ricky Murphy. Miss Brittany Partain. Miss Sheena Pass. Mr. Daniel Stevens. Miss Mariah Tapp. Miss Kimberly Felicia Diane Williams. Maybe seated. And now Teresa Duncan.
I am an add-on to the program because I just wanted to say thank you to Rhonda and her team. And I don't know if Jessica Chastain is here. Many of you worked with her in the classroom as well as Melissa Browder. And we have this program through a lot of hard work from these folks right here. So from an administrator at the college who worked with that program, we all have no idea, and I had really no idea until I watched them work, how much it takes to actually pull this off, to make it happen, to allow that opportunity. So I just wanted to say on the way over here, I stopped at Food City and I ran into a guy who works at Horsehead. I don't know if you know, that's right down in Rockwood. And he said, hey, how's the day? And I said, you know what's the best part? I'm going to a GED graduation. He said, send those graduates my way. And so it really does make a difference. And I was just thrilled to bump into him, Murphy. So you go down there and ask him and tell him tomorrow, hey, I just graduated, and you said in that Food City to that lady that I should call you because he's looking for apprenticeships. And so I'm just saying there's great opportunity for you. And just a special thanks from the college to you guys, Rhonda, for taking over when it was a little bit of crisis, but you did a great job. And thank you to graduates for sticking through any change that might occur. Appreciate it. Thanks for letting me speak.
Graduates, please rise. This is what you've worked long and hard for. You may now turn your tassels. Dr. Whaley and distinguished guests, these students have earned their diplomas, and I officially present to you the Roane State Adult Education Class of 2015. The graduates will return to the theater after the recessional for pictures. So if you want to take your graduates' pictures, please stay in here and they'll be right back in.